Okay, we have two Lizardmen double-decker between Tim the Wilder and Alice Nevermore, and then Alice Nevermore and Ludwig 15,000. Let's do this. It's party time. We have Oxyotl, another skink chief, versus Double Waystalker. The classic. The pew-pews of the foot single entities. Unless the chief is on a pterodon, which would be a bad idea, and he's probably going to get immediately shot by arrows of Kurnos. Nope, he's on foot. Good. Much safer down there. So we have Basilisk Solar Engine. We have a whole bunch of skinks with the javelins. We have some Chameleon Stalkers. We have Saurus Spears mixed in with Saurus Warriors. And some Skink Skirmishers along the Oxyotl. On the other side, we have Eternal Guard, Glade Guard of Starfire Shafts, and Dryads across the front and secondary lines. Looks like it is just all Starfire Shafts and maybe one regular. Yeah, one regular. Double Waystalker. Eternal Guards with Spears and Glade Riders with Spears. Okay. The sound is bothering me. It feels like it's really low. So I'll turn it up a little bit, turn the music down a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, Skink Priest of Heavens with Curse of Honor here, and wait, no, it's Curse of the Midnight Wind, isn't it? Let me see. Yeah, it's Curse of the Midnight Wind. And Harmonic Convergence. So a lot of melee debuff / buff spells. Interesting. I guess you do have a whole line of Saurus that want to get in there and get active. So maybe it's not that surprising. Drycha on the other side is getting poked down by Oxyotl. Waystalker is spotted. Oxy is not. Look at him. Look at him there. Just hidden. Piece of garbage. Should be able to see him at that distance. Come on. Come on, man. Right now, the Lizardmen should be getting a little more aggressive. They are outgunned at the moment, and sitting here taking all this fire is not beneficial to them, as the Pendulum takes a couple Saurus out with it. Pretty good cast there. Oxyotl is getting good poke onto Drycha, but still, I think the Saurus should at least be marching up and trying to get into the fight. Because right now, they're just taking abuse. They're taking punishment. Solar Engine is going to hit the Glade Guard of Starfire Shafts a little bit. Good, good. And now the Saurus realize that they have to go take the fights. They're going to advance a little bit. Man, they're just getting whittled down, even with these bronze shields and 60 armor. I mean, it's just a volume of fire issue, and the Saurus are not enjoying it at all. And now they finally get to fight. Oxyotl's in here. He is spotted at this point, so the Waystalkers could be shooting at him. We do have a side charge from some Glade Riders of Spears, but I mean, these Skink Horse with Javelins are just chaff units. Like, they have a ranged attack, but that doesn't mean that they're bad at fighting in melee. They have the same stats as the Skink Cohort Basic, so they'll be okay. Chameleon Stalkers are coming in from the side, throwing their grenades, but also just getting into melee. So far, this is a good trade for the Glade Riders of Spears, though. They're doing okay. Dryad Summon's going to try and help the Waystalkers chase down Oxyotl, but he is an extremely, extremely slippery target. Very hard to deal with. Saurus are winning the front line, even after taking their horrific beating, but God, they're just barely winning it. They're so wounded. Skink Javelin's taking the piss out of Drycha. She is almost max power now. You can see she has 78 melee attack, but it's going to be hard for her to get involved in a melee engagement that low in health. Waystalker's firing some arrows really close range at the Skink Priest of Heavens, doing a lot of damage to him, and it looks like the Glade Guard are still pouring in fire on the Saurus that aren't dead yet. Glade Riders across the back line have been routed off by Chameleon Stalkers and these Skink cohorts. But the balance power is about even, as these Glade Guard are all also still quite healthy, decent amount of ammunition left, and the Saurus have been whittled down quite thoroughly. There's only 2 Saurus units left, one of which is at half health, one of which is at full, and after that, I mean, you're just relying on some Skinks and Oxyotl, but I don't hate the Lizardman position. I think Lizardmen are happy with their situation at the moment. Dryads running forward, getting shot on all sides by different kinds of things. Hard to tell if any of it's friendly fire or not. It's really hard to tell who's shooting what in this battle because the flags are all over the gosh darn place. Drycha's running around. Looks like she's trying to find these Chameleon Stalkers, but got distracted instead. Ooh, this is going to be a big loss for Lizardmen, though, as the Solar Engine gets surrounded by Eternal Guard with Spears. They have armor-piercing anti-large. They're going to do a ton of damage to him, as you can see. Also, the Starfire Shafts are just teeing off on that poor fool. He's already down to about half health. That is a big loss for the Lizardmen so far. The last healthy Saurus has turned its back on one group of archers, so its shield isn't helping it there, and it looks like these other archers are pouring into a different Saurus unit that is shattered. They will want to switch their ammunition onto the Saurus unit that's still alive, or the Solar Engine. Those are pretty much the only things that matter right now. And the Solar Engine is getting destroyed by these Starfire Shafts. Glade Riders of Spears have come back along with Drycha, and they're trying to help keep any skinks off of these Glade Guard. But the Glade Guard are running out of ammunition, so they have to be very careful. They need to stop shooting these shattered units. That is a huge mistake from the side of the Wood Elves. They do take out the Solar Engine, that's really good, but you have to, all the rest of your ammunition have to go into this Saurus with Spear. Right here. It can't be firing at any other random crap, because single entities on foot don't take a lot of damage from arrows like that. And these Saurus, you have nothing left to kill them if you don't kill them right now with your arrows. It looks like the arrows are kind of going all over the place. They are not focus firing, and that could be the Lizardman way to win this game, is just relying on those Saurus to carry this entire game. Glade Guard are running out of ammo across the board. There's only this one that has a decent amount left, and that's 4 shots. Can the Saurus grind it out? Can Oxy grind it out? Skink Chief and Oxy have plenty of ammo. They're going to try to kill this Waystalker, and they should be able to. Even if they go into melee combat, they'll be just fine. They'll be just fine. Skink Skirmishers are also helping out in their own way. More ammo is being used on the Skink cohorts. Are already running away. No! No, don't do that, please. For the love of God, shoot the Saurus. Please shoot the Saurus. No! No! Alright, Saurus are grinding through. Oxyotl and his Skink Chief are definitely going to kill both these Waystalkers, and Drycha is also going to get sniped out. I think it's just going to become Oxy and these Saurus kite everything to the ends of the earth. Oxy does a ton of damage to that Waystalker, then the Skink Priest of Heavens and Oxy and the Skink Skirmisher are going to do a ton of damage over there. Saurus are going to run back and forth and grind through infinite amounts of archers. Curse of Onrur going down, making them even worse to fighting the Saurus. The Saurus get attacked in the back, but they're still grinding. They're still firing. I mean, sorry, the Skink Chief is still firing. The Saurus aren't firing shit. They're just killing. They're just murdering. T-Rexes with spears. What could be more dangerous? Look at them go. Look at them infinitely fighting. They ain't even scared. They ain't even worried. They're just in here. They're fighting all day. You can throw all the Wood Elves you want at them, but look at them go. They're killing machines. Something happened to them. They got cold-blooded to stop them from rampaging, but they did get enfeebling foe. With Drycha running in here, now she buffs up this entire blob to be very deadly indeed. 30 melee attack on all these archers is going to be spooky, but the Saurus are still in here. The Saurus are still fighting, and Oxyotl and his Skink Skirmishers are kiting away, but these Saurus are unbreakable. They're unstoppable. They're madmen. They're madmen, I tell you. They cannot be killed. It cannot be stopped, and Oxyotl kills them. I'm going to pretend that they weren't going to break anyway as soon as the cold-blooded war's off. It was Oxyotl. He betrayed them. Even he was horrified at what he had created, and he had to kill them off. Alright, a big pile of out-of-ammo archers is going to chase after a bunch of skirmishers forever, so we're going to enter a little bit of a kite phase, going to hit ×2, but they are going to get poked until Oxyotl kills Drycha, and then this game is 100% over. Drycha routs, the rest of them start routing, and yada yada, boom, boom, bada bang, bada bangus. The Saurus Warrior that wasn't shot to death, 1,100 value. Sorry, got distracted. Thought someone came into the house, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, you can tell which Saurus wasn't Gatling gun to death. That one. Skink Cohorts did fine. Skink Skirmishers did fine. Still done, honestly, had a hard time doing what he needed to do. Skink Chief did well. Oxyotl did crazy amounts of damage. Good character, good lord, very balanced, much big fan. And Chameleon Stalkers did alright. Drycha did what she could. She got sniped out pretty hard by Oxyotl and Skink Chief all game. Waystalkers did okay. Eternal Guard did okay. Glade Guard shot everything that moved. And that was good. I didn't like some of their target priority, but I liked their... So from Tim, very good play on keeping them alive. Very, very good. Excellent play, actually, I'll even say, on backline defense. The only problem was the backline was shooting the wrong stuff. That would be my complaint. Yeah. Otherwise, really good. From Nevermore, I would have liked, as soon as you realize you're outgunned as hard as you are, I wouldn't hate for you to try to get the Saurus involved. Poking around with Oxy was fine. The problem was after the Glade Guard got into range of the Saurus and started firing, then I think Nevermore needed to get a lot more aggressive. So, yeah, it's kind of mixed, because, like, what he was doing was correct at first. When Oxy was shooting against the Waystalkers and they couldn't see him, that was fine. You don't want to move up during that phase. You just want to move up after the Wood Elves already get in range. Right, cool. Good game. Damn Saurus. Okay, so we need to watch Damn Saurus. I already Damn Saurus. We're Damn Saurusing again. Nevermore again, now versus Ludwig 1500. 15,000, my bad. Hiles versus Lizardmen. And we might see something similar, as there's a crap ton of archers over there. I'm guessing a metal caster. Ooh, a Firecaster. Firecaster with Fireball and Flaming Sword of Ruin. We have Aletha Nar. No other casters. We have 2 Bolt Throwers. We have White Lions of Krace. Spearmen across the front line. Lothern Seaguard and archers in the secondary and tertiary ranks, and then we have spearmen in the far back, along with Rahagra's Pride and other War Lion. War Lions are generally pretty bad, but we'll see how they do here. For the Lizardmen, we have Saurus Warriors with Shields, Saurus Spears, Saurus Warriors with Shields, Saurus Spears, yada yada. We have one Skink Skirmisher with a Red Crested Skink ROR, Unbreakable Cord of Sotek. We have the Bastildon Arc of Sotek, Bastildon Solar Engine, a Stegodon with his big old Ballista. Then we have two Coldon Riders and a Slann Mage Priest of Life with Earthblood and Regrowth. Regrowth is already out onto the Solar Engine as the High Elves Bolt Throwers do excellent work. Claw Bolt Throwers do pretty well against dinos, as we can see. Oh, I guess Alethanar is also probably shooting. I was like, I swear I used Dark Elves Bolt Throwers on Solar Engines before, and they did okay, but not great. Solar Engine counterfiring the Bolt Throwers is not doing anything. He's missed too many attacks in a row, unfortunately, so it looks like the Saurus Infantry are going to have to get in there. Do well. Flaming Sword of Ruin is cast, giving some more missile damage, and magical and fire attacks, so I don't think the magical and fire attacks matter as much. Nothing here has physical resist. Though I guess the fire attacks, we did have the brief point where the Kindle Flame passive was down and the entire Lizardman army had weakness to fire damage. This Solar Engine is really not getting its value out. It's going to have to get a lot more aggressive because there's just nothing it can hit very well. It's kind of missing these bolt throwers in large part, and it's taking up a lot of healing resources. Arc of Sotek's going to have to get quite aggressive and get on top of the White Lions. The White Lions can cut through Saurus decently effectively. Spearmen can't. So the White Lions are definitely your target. Coldon Riders, it looks like they're taking up the flanks. There is no High Elf Cavalry. So these Coldon Riders are going to have to get pretty aggressive, get around here, pressure the back line, especially the archers, not the Lothern Seaguard. But we'll see. Solar Engine's routing. Its heel cap is already within sight. Stegodon over here is firing at something. I don't really know what. And the Arc of Sotek is in. Does it pop? It needs to pop its load pretty soon, but the Rahagra's Pride just roar and run away. Alright. Thanks for your contribution. Sneaky Snakes are coming out along with the Banishment, and if the Banishment goes that way, it does not, but it could have been huge. It does decent damage to the White Lions, but oof, already Arc of Sotek's going to rout, and the Lizardmen are quite far behind on the balance of power, as archers are just going to Gatling gun down the Saurus Mage Priest. No, gosh, it's all of humanity. Rahagra's Pride, for some reason, abandoned that. I thought they should have kept fighting him. It looks like they want to chase off these Skink Skirmishers, but that's probably a mistake. Alethanar, Moonbows, the Slann, and the archers, and all the dudes are just going to keep shooting at him as he tries to cast a Regrowth onto himself, and it goes off even after he's routing because reasons. Stupid Slann, their stupid Slann faces. Alright, Coldon Riders are onto the back line. They're going to kill these archers. They're going to kill these Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. Slow as dirt, though, because I don't know why they're terrible at killing anything for some reason. Coldon Riders over here fighting War Lions and Lothern Seaguard. That makes a little more sense. They're not killing anything. But these guys need to, like, nom, way faster. Rahagra's Pride, Terror Route, just because they're silly, stupid lions being stupid and dumb. Stegodon and the Solar Engine are going to try to chase them off. Fireball is getting thrown at the Slann. Gets a nice little hit on him. And I wouldn't hate for these Bolt Throwers also to focus him down, just make sure he doesn't come back. So Arc of Sotek is back. Lizardmen are still behind on the balance of power, but now with these Coldon Riders in the back line, you can see things are going much better for them, and Saurus are grinding through the front line. It looks like these Lions and Lothern Seaguard are overextending to chase down these Coldon Riders and letting Saurus get into their back line. Though it looks like the Saurus are actually just going to help the front line rather than the back line, which I don't hate that decision. Because, I mean, they're so slow, the High Elves could just run away. Better to free up more Saurus, I guess. I don't know. There's an argument for either side. Second Bolt Thrower is going to be shut down as the first one gets back online from its temporary little route. This Arc of Sotek's trying to get back involved. Rahagra's Pride are chasing down the Slann Mage Priest of Life, but maybe this Solar Engine can get enough shots on them that they will rout away. It's hard to tell, though. Fireball's going to hit that Slann in the back, and he's probably doomed. Probably, but oh, I called it. Oh, no, they went negative for a second, but they rallied again. Okay, so that Slann's fine. As for the rest of the fight, the Lethanar clone, that's a clone, is getting bodied by the Stegodon thing. Yeah, Stegodon. You can tell it's a clone because it's unbreakable. It can't die. Okay, well, it can die, but it can't run away. And the Slann is killed by Rahagra's Pride, meaning the Lizardman leadership is going to tank even more than it already was. But some unbreakable skinks and stuff are pushing through the back line, and Saurus is just bumping and grinding. They're chilling. They're vibing. Some skirmishers are trying to poison down Alethanar and the Mage of Fire, mostly trying to keep them in range of the Saurus who are trying to get into them now. Arc of Sotek is slaughtering a bunch of Lothern Seaguard with its Sneaky Snakes, but its leadership is so low it might just break in a second here. Where's the Stegodon? Stegodon's rampaging through a bunch of spearmen. More archers are shooting at it, but without Plague of Rust, these archers are actually having a kind of tough time. They don't have the same armor piercing as those Starfire Shafts did from last game. Saurus Spears running away from archers? No. The Archer's flag is just behind them. The Saurus Spears are chasing the archers. That makes a lot more sense. Solar Engine still firing in, does massive friendly fire to its own Saurus Warriors, sending them into a rampage. Good job, Solar Engine, you degenerate piece of shit. Lots of fighting. Lizardmen still behind. Rahagre's Pride fighting the Solar Engine. They're going to rout it off. They might tear out, honestly. Colden Riders going in there to support that. Saurus Spears still fighting archers in the distance. It looks like these War Lions did not come to help out those archers. And these archers are going to get routed as the Stegodon comes plowing in. But, just like that, so did the War Lions. Skink Skirmishers are really doing okay poke damage over time to these two. Another Moonbow cast. Where's it going? It barely misses the Stegodon because, unlike Wood Elves, these arrows don't home. Rahagre's Pride are fighting. They're fighting to the death. They're fighting to the blood, and they do not give up against these Colden Riders. That is a very close fight. It looks like Rahagre's Pride will lose it, and that Solar Engine will probably rally yet again because Lizardman leadership is actually quite high in general. Arc of Sotek and Saurus Spears nearby to Alethanar. I wouldn't hate if they closed in on Alethanar and his caster and just tried to deal with him, but oh no, that Bolt Tower is back online. Yeah, maybe we want to take that out with these Skink Skirmishers. Just walk over to it in melee or something. Stegodon and Saurus grinding through infinite amounts of High Elves. That's going pretty okay for them. Saurus are chasing archers into the woods, and man, there's just a lot of Saurus left. Like, this felt like it was going okay for the High Elves until they just couldn't kill all of the Saurus that existed on the planet. Bolt Thrower's taking out the Arc of Sotek. Alethanar uses his third and final clone. The Saurus are running him down. He should be faster, right? 40 speed, 31. Yeah, he should be faster than Saurus. It's freaking Alethanar. Come on. Firecaster's chasing off some Saurus for now. She is a little in the thick of it. Colden Riders are running after Rahagre's Pride, and we'll see if that Solar Engine comes back. It's currently at -20 leadership. It's actually looking unlikely. Saurus in the woods are taking off some more archers. Full health Lothern Seaguard units about out of ammunition. This Stegodon's almost out of health, and these War Lions are still very healthy considering they've got no healing, and we left them over here like 35 minutes ago. Court of Sotek still fighting. Alethanar's clone is over there fighting, or is that the real one? No, that's the real one. Alethanar's clone's over there fighting. Okay, it disappears. Saurus Spears trying to kill these Lothern Seaguard, and they will do that. Court of Sotek refused to die. And they're hanging in there. 4 models left. War Lions gonna chase down this Stegodon. Arc of Sotek's also routing. Solar Engine still routing at -20, meaning it's probably not gonna rally and get any better. And that thing is dead. Court of Sotek's still running. Alethanar's almost out of ammo. The Lothern Seaguard are all out of ammo. Archers are shattered. Okay. A little bit of bumper guides going to fast forward while some of the higher value assets come into gear. So the Lions are going to rear charge these Saurus. That'll do good damage. Somehow this Court of Sotek still have 3 models after fighting the Lions, but that should be a rout for the Saurus. Should be. Alethanar's almost out of ammunition. Colden Riders are going to chase down this Fire Mage, and if they can kill her, that'll be a big way back into this game for the Lizardmen, who are actually ahead on the balance of power, so I guess I shouldn't say back into this game, but taking out the enemy caster would be huge. Skink's fighting Alethanar. Alethanar's not bad in melee. He has 65-45 for melee stats and 400 weapon damage. Where are the Lions? We have Lions, Lothern Seaguard that can infinitely cycle charge as long as the Lothern Seaguard are fighting something. Alethanar's doing okay. And this Mage Priest of Fire is doing Fire Mage Priest things. Also dying horrifically to Colden Rider. She's going to rout pretty soon here, and that is good. But it looks like the Colden Riders also might rout just because no reason. They won their thing, and they're like, alright, we're going home. Screw this. Screw all this noise. Alethanar fires his last arrow into some Saurus. Where are Rahagre's... Not Rahagre's Pride. Where are the Lions? Mage of Fire actually has positive leadership, so she should come back soon, if not already. Alethanar's going to charge some Saurus Warriors. They're going to get rear charged by these Lions and probably rout off. I'm kind of surprised the balance of power is this in favor of Lizardmen. Lions get a nice rear charge, gonna rout them off, gonna chew them up for breakfast. And Alethanar, all he has to focus on is not taking a fight like that again. That was a little too ambitious where he was fighting the Saurus for too long without the Lions. Lothern Seaguard got crumped though. So I guess he's running out of chaff. Could be a problem, but these Saurus are both about to break from a charge from the Lions. We have a back. I have to think she has at least a fireball left. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Where are these Lions? Wait, why is Alethanar charging with the Lions? No! No! Follow the Lions! Where are you going? Don't fight Saurus all alone! No! Alright, the Lions are coming back now, but it was still a little over-ambitious, I think. Now Lethanar's in there. He's taking a massive amount of damage. This Firecaster just doesn't have any spells in her. And a big, fat rear charge coming in from the Lions. But can they bail Lethanar out? He's already taken too much damage without his Aldern Seaguard around to buy him some time. No, it's just a little too ambitious with the Lethanar. Saurus are breaking, but so is Aleth. And if Aleth goes, they're probably just going to lose outright. The Saurus are hanging on there. They're grinding. They're grinding. These Lions are actually doing work for once. And Lethanar rallies. Can he do it? Can he do it? He's hanging in there. One Saurus routes, causing the next Saurus to route. But these Saurus get a rear charge, and they're going to route off the Lizardmen Seaguard and Lethanar. So it's Lizardmen Seaguard and Lethanar in trade for 2 Saurus. The last Saurus routes. This 4th Saurus is so close to routing, but then the Lions route instead. And the Lizardmen are going to army lost them on the balance of power as so many things are routing. As there's one Saurus that barely clung to life. There's still a Firecaster. She technically has to engage. Are there any other units on the entire map for either side? No. No. As the Lizardmen will do it. Lethanar went 2 ham. 2 ham. Needed to wait for his support. Otherwise, pretty good. Archers got great value, actually. Lizardmen Seaguard did well. Both Thors did well. Lions, the basic Lions did really well. Hoggers probably didn't do that great, but they did okay, I guess. Salon of Life just got big murdered. Saurus all did great. Holy crap. Grinding forever. King Skirmishers also did well. Cold One Riders did mixed. And the big dinos, I mean, they provide a lot of terror routes, but 2 of them didn't even get close to paying for themselves. So rest in peace. And that's what I got. Lizardman doubleheader. Please like and subscribe or whatever. Do what you want. You're an adult. I don't know you. I just work here, man.